Hi there guys, it's Adam Martyn here, and welcome back to another instalment of the Hits Review, where we take a chronological look at the Hits series, the main rival to Now That's What I Call Music. And of course, as we're going chronological, that means the next instalment is the Hits album, Volume 6. So here it is, here's the cover, which is strange, just two coloured bars, that's about it. Don't know what that's really supposed to say, if that's meant to say 6 in some way, but it's just a very weird cover. It's just two coloured lines and then this moniker. Definitely the most bizarre design we've looked at so far anyway. So on this one we've got 32 chart hit singles, including Whitney Houston, Madonna, Starship, George Michael, Terence Trent D'Arby, Alison Moyet, Johnny Logan, Fleetwood Mac, Mel and Kim, Curiosity Killed the Cat, Level 42, Pepsi and Shirley, Chris Rea, John Farnham, and 5 Star. So a very eclectic bunch there. Various artists, of course, as it says on the spine. And I'll plot this down so there's not as much space. But let's have a look who is on this volume. So zooming in. So we've got I Wanna Dance With Somebody, one of the most popular 80s songs to this day. I Knew You Were Waiting, George Michael, Aretha Franklin, that's good. Terence Trent D'Arby, Club Nouveau, 5 Star, Darn George Michael, respectable, one of the best Stock Aitken Waterman songs in my opinion. Nothing's Gonna Stop Us Now, brilliant song by Starship there. Got some Alison Moyet. Whitesnake Is This Love, brilliant. Big Love by Fleetwood Mac. Coming Around Again by Carly Simon. You're the Voice by John Farnham, again, brilliant song. Side 3, you got some Madonna, who at the time was not featured on Now album. She is now, but definitely not back then. Under the Boardwalk by Bruce Willis, that's hilarious. Living in a Box with Living in a Box. And side 4, Love You to See Free, Something Inside So Strong, brilliant. Hold Me Now by Johnny Logan, which won the 1987 Eurovision Song Contest, for anyone who's interested there. And finishing with Star Trekking by The Firm. Fantastic stuff. So that is the soundtrack, that is the track list of Hit 6, and I think that's a really good selection in my honest opinion. But of course, as it's a gatefolded album, that means we will open it up and see what's inside. And like Now, if you weren't familiar, here's Whitney for example, all the little bits of information about the song, where it charted, and what album it's from. And a lot of these are just fantastic songs in general. This actually, just looking at it in general, this probably has one of the best track lists of the Hits series. My favourite was Hits 3, but I'm thinking Hits 6 might be my new favourite as we go along this journey. And let's take a look at the others down there. Some great 80s tracks on here for a very wide variety of mainstream chart artists at the time. The finishing song, Star Trekking, great little parody if you like. Where did that get to? No DJ is... Nice little Star Trek thing there. Yeah, that's cool. So you got the other 5 mentioned in the middle. As you can see, 1, 2 and 3 followed a very similar design. Hits 4 and 5 do not, at least it's a bit consistent. The first 5 collections in the famous Hits series are still available on LP and cassette. I'm not sure when these started on CD. I'm sure they did get a CD release. This one is 1980, I want to say this is 87 now, with some of those tracks what I recognise. So yeah, 1987, the Hits album 6. And now what we're going to do, I'm going to open it up and we're going to take a look at one of the discs. So there you are, here is the Hits album 6 on disc. They don't really include the cover like the others did, like with the dice or whatever, because, you know, it's 2 coloured bars. But you get the logo there and on the other side. So a bit disappointing there's not a lot of colour here, but that is your disc. So the track list on here is absolutely fantastic, and I think I will confirm it is now my new favourite track list of the Hits album series, above Hits 3, so the new winner is Hits 6, great selections there. But, like some of the others, I also have the privilege of owning Hits 6 on cassette. That's right, and if you watch the Hits 5 video, it comes like this, so 2 individual cases. There's some scuffs here, which makes me think they were plastered together at one point. There you can see it's tape 1 and tape 2. You got your 32 chart hit singles, and like Hits 5, the artists on there are different to reflect who is on which cassette, which is very helpful if you ask me. And what's that on the back? Oh, they've actually got them there. Not all of them had them there, but they do. So what I'm going to do is let's open it up. Let's have a look at the cassette itself. There you go. No iconography up there. If you remember, Hits 5 had the dice, which I like. But again, it's hard to do iconography when your front cover is just 2 coloured bars that don't really represent anything. Even that one's the same. So yeah, Hits 6 on cassette. I mean, I got this in a big bundle, but I really wouldn't pay any more than £2 for this if you want it on cassette. And make sure it's not just the one tape, it is two. Make sure you're looking on the spines and make sure the tapes are indeed all there. So if you are so inclined, you can find them on tape, eBay or charity shops if you're lucky, any that still carry cassettes. The vinyl edition itself, I picked this up a few years ago for about £3 I think it was, and that is really like a lot of the early hits albums, all you really want to be paying for this sort of stuff. You don't want to be paying £5 or more for this. Make sure it's in good nick. If you're not bothered about the state of the covers, that's fine, but make sure you're always checking the discs for no major scratches or anything, because that does happen. I once saw a really beat up copy of this in a shop. They were selling it for £1, but it looked virtually unplayable, so make sure you're always checking your discs. But the Hits Album 6 is a massive triumph. So many great songs that wouldn't have appeared on a Now album at the time. Of course they do now, things have changed, but to have those big songs from like Whitney Houston, Madonna, all that sort of stuff, and it's just a great album in general. So many of those songs I can pick out and say I'd love to listen to that. So it's a good one from me. But that's all for this installment of the Hits Review. Thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy it, please leave your comments and likes down below. Let me know if you own a Hit 6 on any format possible. Yeah, leave your likes on the video, share it around, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and until the next one, I will see you guys next time.